Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look right here. A very metallic, glowing, silvery hint of gold in the eyes. So yes, this is pretty much the look that I came out with today. This was pretty much created using products that were all amazing and all very inexpensive. I just feel like back in the day, like 5-6 years ago, you could go into a store and buy a full face of makeup that was like $20 and just be fine with it. But nowadays, prices have gone up so much when it comes to makeup, and I mean the quality has gone up too, but I still feel like it's so important to always look at the cheaper end of the spectrum because you can find some really amazing products. So this is a full face of products that I love, products that I would recommend to anyone because they're really good products. And yeah, I mean, I decided to film a tutorial. This is going to be a talk through tutorial where I go into everything in detail, so hopefully you will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it and sourcing all of these items for you guys. So yeah, if you want to see how to create this look right here using products that were under $5 from the drugstore, then of course keep on watching. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Now with foundation, this was a little bit of a tricky part to this video because I wanted to find foundation that was of course under $5. The two foundations that sort of meet that criteria are the Rimmel 25 Hour Wear foundation. This is such an old bottle, but this one is newer. This one is pretty good. It stays on for quite a while. It doesn't really oxidize that much on me, and it works. I mean, it stays on, it does what it's supposed to do. It looks pretty good on the skin. But I was looking online just now before I started filming this video, and I realized that this foundation is actually a little bit over $5. It's about $5.95. So in keeping with this video, I'm going to go for this one, which is also an amazing foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and this is $4.68 on Walmart. So if you can get this, I would highly recommend this. This and the Rimmel, both of these are very good, and I've been using these for on and off for quite a while. So this one is from Wet n Wild. It's a pretty good brand. If you're looking for really inexpensive makeup, Wet n Wild has you covered. I'm going to apply this to my entire face, and it has like this little bit of a weird spatula for applying, and I just usually put this on the back of my hand. So I end up with like this, and then I'm applying this using this brush. This is from Real Techniques. It's called their buffing brush. I'm going to apply this to my face, and this is a pretty good foundation. I mean, it covers really well. So yeah, this is a little bit more of a higher coverage. You can see that it looks pretty good. So that, my friends, is a pretty good foundation that's under $5. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, if you haven't realized that already by now. So yeah. Okay, yes, I found a powder that is under $5 that I own. So I'm going to go get that real quickly so we can powder my face. So this powder that I'm about to share with you, it used to be like my, okay, good, I'm gonna focus. It used to be like my favorite powder like ever. I used to wear it so much, and it's pretty like, it's like an oldie but a goodie powder. This is the Rimmel StayMatte. However, I just don't find myself using it that much. Just because I find that the Coty Airspun powder is just so much better in my opinion. So that's why I'm going to mention both of these in this video. However, I'm just going to use this one because this one you can get for like about $5.47. But this one can be bought for about $3 and something cents. So this one is the one that's going to be used on my face in this video. But I also wanted to take the time and mention this powder, which is also really good. So yeah, I'm just going to set my entire face with this, but while I'm setting my face, I kind of want to give you a little bit of a story about this powder. When I was like a freshman or in 8th grade, I can't remember which, I used to wear this powder all the time. And what's weird is that I couldn't find any foundation that would stay on my skin because my skin was so oily and so problematic. So what did I do? I took this, I mixed it in with water, and I applied it to my face. So what that did is that pretty much, if you ever do that, you'll know, it gives you like the super matte look, but then again, as soon as the water evaporates, you're left with this like super cakey layer of powder on your skin. And it was just so weird because I used to think that I was like the smartest person ever for coming up with this amazing makeup trick. Who hasn't thought of mixing powder with water and applying it to your face? But there's a good reason why I'm not doing that right now, because that was a terrible idea. But that just goes to show how much I was willing to experiment with makeup, because I really could not find a lot of foundations when I was in 8th grade and 9th grade that kind of worked for me. Now I feel like it's gotten a lot better. It's been a few years, but yeah, I mean, that's what I did when I was, I don't know, 13 years old. So moving on, I'm going to be using a bronzer now. This one is an amazing bronzer, and I don't use it because it's like budget friendly or anything like that. I just use it because it's a really great bronzer. This is from NYC, and this is what it looks like, and it really just applies so well to the face. You can see right here that looks beautiful, and it blends out really well. And I like how it's I think I've said this before, but I like how it's pigmented, but it's not so pigmented that it looks muddy in 2 seconds. It looks amazing on the skin, and I'm not sure about their shade range, but I know that this one, like this shade in particular, really works for me. This is, I believe, called Sunny. But yeah, it's a shade that really works for me. I highly recommend this bronzer, so if you can get your hands on it, please do so, because it's really inexpensive and it works phenomenal. For blush, I have 2 options here. I'm going to use one of them, but I just wanted to, again, give you more options. But I have this Essence Silky Touch blush. This one is in my favorite shade. This is in the shade called Babydoll. It's number 20, and this is a pretty good color. It's very beautiful. It goes well on the skin, and it is super pigmented. For a blush, you can see that that's pretty much how it looks. So you have to use this sparingly, which is why I have had this for so long and I've used this for so often, and it still has the imprint of the manufacturer on it, or whatever this is. So yeah, this one is a really good blush. So if you're interested in a good drugstore blush, that one is probably one that you want to check out, because it's only a few dollars and it's from Essence. But this one is the one I'm using today. This is from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade called, it's their Color Icon blush, and it's in the shade called Apricot in the middle. And I love it, and I use it all the time. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good blush. It works really well. If you're like me and you don't really like to wear like the classic pink looking blush, you like to wear something that's a little bit more bronzy, a little bit more like sun-kissed, this is a really great shade to try out. Plus the pan size is pretty impressive, especially considering how much you're paying for this, which is, again, only a few dollars. I find that drugstore does really well when it comes to cream eyeshadows. These are from e.l.f. and I feel like I've mentioned them so many times on my channel because they're really amazing, and I've used them for quite some time and I love them. I have 3 shades here. I have this color called Wine Not. This is like a purpley color. Then I have this color called Brownie Points, and this one is it right here. It's a pretty typical bronzy goldy color. And then last but not least, I have Cruising Chic, which is like a champagne-y silvery color. It's a very interesting shade. And then also I want to talk about these Colourpop eyeshadows. Colourpop eyeshadows, the powder ones, have been getting a lot of publicity recently, and I feel like the Super Shock shadows, their original moussey eyeshadows, have sort of gone like been ignored lately, but they're still really good. I still use them a lot. My favorite 2 shades, the ones I consider to be like the most unique, the most special, are Kathleen Lights. This is from a collaboration that they did with the YouTuber Kathleen Lights. This is a straight up gold color. It is stunning. And then the other one that I really love is called Liberty. This one is like this silvery color, and this is already my 2nd jar. That's how much I love it. So yeah, we'll see if I'll use like all of these or just a few. But for transition color, really quickly, I just want to use this bronzer color that I was using earlier. I mean, I was going to go without it, but then I kind of realized that if I was going to go without it, but then I kind of needed it. It works really well for a transition. It gives you like this light wash of color that's not too much, but it still does the job of being like a base color. Okay, so now that that is in my socket, I'm going to go in with these cream eyeshadows. I believe I want to use I think this color. So usually when I would apply this, I like to use my fingers, but just for like the first layer, I want to use a brush just to show you how it applies. So this is pretty much like how it looks like when you apply it with the brush. It's a really light wash of color, and I'm not using a lot. I'm just picking up a little bit on this brush. You know, like I'm not even sure if you can see. But I'm applying just a tiny bit. So that is like a light wash of color, and you can barely see that. But if you're looking for like a high impact cream eyeshadow color like straight off the bat, I would definitely suggest going in with your fingers or a flatter brush, because this is a little bit more fluffy. But because I want to go for like a lighter wash of shadow and then go for a little bit more intensity in the center of the lid, I'm not really that interested in applying like a very heavy amount of eyeshadow straight off the bat, because I wanted to look just a little bit more soft. Okay, so I'm going to use this Liberty color just because it was calling my name and I couldn't resist. It is so damn beautiful. I love it. And I'm going to apply this with my fingertips just in the center of my eyelid. Boom. I swear to God, every single time I wear this, I am amazed all over again, because like this is so freaking pigmented and I love it. I'm actually wondering if I should risk this, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to apply just a little bit of this on top the silver. And just see if it does anything. That didn't really do much, did it? Yeah, I kind of like that a little bit better, because you still have like the silver, but then you have like the hint of gold. So yeah, I'm into it. Really quickly, I want to talk to you about this product right here, because this is something I use every single day. And I used it every single day until I ran out of it the first time, and then I was like, oh yeah, I don't need to get another one, I'm good. And I did not get another one. And then fast forward like a month later, and I decided to get it, and I was like, why the heck did I stop using this? I don't know, Anya. I don't know. But this is a lash primer from Wet n Wild. This is pretty much the best lash primer that I've tried that is this inexpensive. It is so damn inexpensive. And to be honest, if this was $10 instead of like $4.99, I would still buy it by the bucket load. I mean, I don't buy it by the bucket load, but you know what I mean. However, I don't feel the need to use this today because I am going in with some false lashes, so I don't really feel like I need to use it. So I'm just going to go in really quickly with some mascara. Please, God, tell me that this is under $5, because if it's not, then I'm breaking a rule. Oh, okay. Well, you can get this mascara off of eBay for $4.95, but everywhere else is $5.99. Damn it. Okay, well, I don't really have any other mascaras that I like that are under $5, so this is the one I'm using today. This is the Covergirl Super Size Mascara. It is a really good mascara. I just don't own anything else that's under $5 that is like this good, so I'm just going to use this because the goal for this video is just to show you some amazing products that just happen to be under $5. I don't want to give you like a shitty product just for the sake of keeping it under $5, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to apply this to my eyeball and pray to God that you guys don't crucify me for breaking the rule. It is a really good mascara though. Okay, so I'm going to be doing, so for lashes, I have this big pack of Ardell Demi Whispies. These are by far my favorite lashes from the drugstore because like they work for every single look and they last pretty long and they look very natural on the eyes. Plus they're only a few dollars, and why can't this package open? Oh wait, no, I just opened it. Ha! Open sesame! I've already used these several times, which is why they're put on the packaging wrong, but I just like to keep it on the packaging so that it stays like in shape, you know, so the lash band doesn't get too flat or doesn't get too straight, because you have to make sure that it always is slightly curved when you store used lashes, because otherwise you will not be able to use them again. So that is my little tip for you. Here's the thing about my eyebrows. I usually use my Anastasia brow pomade, but the alternative that I found to it is actually from Colourpop, and it's their Bangin Brunette. This is their little gel pomade eyebrow thingamajiggy that is in the shade Bangin Brunette, and for me it is the closest thing that I have found to by any means mimic the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade that I love so much and that I can't stand not using even for a day. But yeah, I mean, in a pinch you can easily use eyeshadow for your brows, but I'm so specific about my eyebrows these days. Oh my god, it sounds so terrible. I'm very specific about my eyebrows though, so that's why I'm going to bite the bullet and just go with this $6 product, because it really is pretty good and I highly recommend it. But I just can't find anything that is under $5 that is as good as I would like it to be. So I only want to put things in this video that I genuinely love, and I don't genuinely love anything that is under $5 for brows. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. Honestly, even using this specific product kind of makes me nervous, because I just don't usually like using anything except my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, because I love the consistency, I love the specific pigmentation. I sound like a maniac, but really with brows, I'm so specific about it. So like this, I mean, this is a good alternative. Like this is the only alternative that I found that I like when it comes to brows, but in general, I can't help but say this. My ride or die brow product is a $20 Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade or eyeshadow or this. Moving on, I'm going to use this LA Colors lip liner pencil in the shade Sienna. LA Colors, I'm not sure about their other products, but their lip liner I really like. So I'm just going to line my lips with this, and then we'll fill them in with something else that I feel like you might love as well. Okay, so this next item is something that I really find to be pretty amazing. This is from Essence. It's their liquid lipsticks. It's not a liquid lipstick, it's a gloss in my opinion, but that's okay because I feel like glosses are coming back, like they're making this huge comeback, and this is a beautiful color. This is a nude color in their liquid lipstick range. I don't know the shade. I feel like it was written on the like outside plastic covering of this, so I don't know the shade of this, but it's a nude color. I love the way that this looks almost 90s because of like the brownie nudie element that I love so much. So for a highlight just under $5, this is the Wet n Wild sorry guys. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. It's really good. This one is in the shade Precious Petals. This, when it came out, I feel like everyone was making such a big hullabaloo about it, and it really is good. So this, I'm just going to apply using a teensy weensy brush to the tops of my cheekbones. Ooh. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. Okie doke. That is pretty much the end of this makeup tutorial. This is what my face looks like with nothing over $5. Shh, don't tell anyone. Nothing over $5 except for maybe one or two things that were really, really good, that were just a teensy weensy bit and over $5. But like I said, I just wanted to show you some really amazing products that were just around the $5 mark or under. I hope that this video was helpful to you, because we cannot all afford to go out and buy a full face of really expensive makeup, because I know that I can't, and whenever I see people show amazing products that are so inexpensive yet so amazing, I get really happy inside. So I wanted to give back and make my own video where I did a similar thing, basically showing you a tutorial where nothing was overpriced or nothing was too expensive, where everything was really, really inexpensive. So I hope that this video was helpful to you and that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.